Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and no, this is not a recap review for anything. I just felt the need to come on here to talk to y'all and explain to y'all why I'm not doing a video right in this moment. So, to make a long story short, I have neighbors above me who have kids, and they don't have full legal custody of their kids, so they go through a passing off of their kids from week to week. I think that they have been slowly incorporated into the house, and with that, it's becoming more and more clear that they are not doing the type of parenting that they should, because this is just something that I would have never been able to get away with as a child, which is the running like crazy in the house, jumping up and down like a crazy person, slamming each other to the ground, all that. I mean, when I tell y'all yesterday, I do not know how I was able to even get up the video for Ready to Love Last Resort, because like around 9 that morning, woke me up out of my sleep. I'd only had a couple of hours of sleep. Woke me up out of my sleep, and apparently one or two of the like 4 or 5 kids they have was jumping as hard as they can, and like jumping up and down so hard that I was just like, what is going on? And then the parents were yelling to the top of their lungs, trying to tell them to sit down or calling their name. And that's it. And like I could tell that they in the back of the house, but the kids are all in the front half of the apartment, y'all. I live in an apartment complex, of course. Well, no, not I mean, yeah, I said above. Well, no, it's not a split level, top bottom situation. It is an apartment complex. But anyway, y'all, I'm talking about, that's your way of parenting, is to yell and tell them to stop, and that's it. Instead of explaining to them, this is what we don't do in this house. Like, that's the way I learned. I learned that you're not to run in this house. You are not to jump on anything. You are not to jump up and down on these floors. You are not to be pushing and dragging stuff up and down and all up and through these floors. You're just not. And I grew up in a house that my father built from the ground up. And so, like, for me, I'm not used to apartment complexes. Like my family on both sides, I never visited anybody with the exception of my aunt before she got her home shortly after. But everybody in my family, all my aunts and uncles, all of them had houses. All of them had houses that were built from the ground up, or they bought them. So I was not used to visiting anybody in an apartment complex. So yeah, this is something that's just like, wow. Now, I've been in a couple of apartment complexes as an adult and being out of the house and not living at home anymore. But as far as that, like for me, I already know that I am at some point going to have my own home. I'm not going to be living in an apartment complex. I claim that I received that. That is something that I have always believed that I was going to receive, and that was going to happen to me since I was a child, because that's all I've known. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's not to downplay or try to talk down on anybody who chooses to live in certain places or whatever, or that's normalcy for them. So, just got to make that clear. But yeah, y'all, their situation is they have kids. They have like 4 or 5 kids. They don't have full legal custody of them, and they are usually brought here Thursday afternoons, and then somebody come and get them on Sundays. But I think what they're doing is slowly incorporating them into their household. But from what I can tell, the worker don't be coming in the house. The worker don't be coming up here, because if they did, they would know that this ain't it. And I kind of feel like the person who drops them off must just be facilitating it and just the go-between, because they don't have transportation. They're just the one who brings them and picks them up, and that's it. But yeah, y'all. Telling y'all, it was so loud. I was just like, but it's okay because I believe that I'm going to be able to move within the next 6 months, whether it's to an apartment complex where it's very isolated and you cannot hear what other people have going on all around you at given times, because normally it's not bad like that. Like before all this was going on, apparently they had no type of custody because they've been living here at least a year. I've been here like 3. So I think they've been living here almost a year or right at a year. So I know at first the kids were not here at all. And when they were here, they were like visiting for a day. So I think they actually are incorporating them back into their lives or incorporating them all together because they are their kids and they don't have them full time. So don't know what happened there, but yeah. But y'all, when I tell y'all probably would have been thinking I had all kinds of construction going on had I tried to actually do anything. And it's like, as soon as I get off here, all of it'll like be so loud. And I'm like, let me try to do a video right now, like a serious video, and then they'll get loud. That's why I'm like, y'all probably think I'm lying because I don't post every single day like I would love to. I want to do at least every other day until I can really comfortably be very awake and alert and actually be into what I'm talking to y'all about to upload every day. You know what I'm saying? Because I really do love doing this. I like to do this very much because I don't have friends who watch everything that I watch, but a lot of y'all are engaged. And so I love the feedback. Anyway, y'all, I'm ready to get off here and play Call of Duty. I only played it the day it came out, and that's it for like 30 minutes to an hour, so I am long overdue. I need to get back to my normal status of having people actually inboxing me, asking me, am I really a woman? Because I'm like, first of all, what they got to do with anything? If I can play well and, you know, I'm at the top of the leaderboard, what does my gender have to do with anything? But people are always shocked that I'm actually a woman because I'm running through and tearing stuff up. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good weekend, a good rest of the weekend. Hopefully I'll be back in the next day or 2 and there won't be any interruptions. Y'all have a good one and take care. Bye.